You know that feeling when you wake up exhausted, even after 8 hours of sleep? When your to-do list is longer than your motivation, when you're doing all the right things, hustling, grinding, checking boxes, but still feel empty. Yeah, I've been there. And not just once. For years I was that person burning the candle at both ends, thinking self-care meant the occasional bubble bath or a latte on a Sunday. But then something happened. I hit a wall. A full-blown emotional crash. I couldn't focus. I was snapping at people I loved. I felt like a robot on autopilot. And that's when I realized I wasn't taking care of myself at all. Then I did something radical. I stopped. I stepped back. And I started experimenting. Small, science-backed self-care habits that didn't take hours, didn't cost a fortune, and actually worked. And within 90 days, my energy skyrocketed, my focus sharpened, my relationships improved, and I wasn't just surviving, I was thriving. Today, I'm sharing the 7 self-care habits that completely transformed my life. Not just fluff, not just vibes. These are backed by real psychology, neuroscience, and research. And the best part is that you can start today. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build a self-care routine that actually fits your real life. Let's get into the 7 self-care habits that changed my life for good. Habit number 1, morning mindfulness, even if you're not a meditation person. Okay, I get it. The word mindfulness might make you roll your eyes. It sounds like something you'd hear at a yoga retreat in Bali. But hear me out. I used to be the last person who'd sit still and breathe. I thought it was pointless. Until I read a study from Harvard Medical School that found just 10 minutes of daily mindfulness can reduce anxiety, improve focus, and even shrink the amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for stress and fear. So I gave it a shot. No incense, no chanting. Just me, sitting on my couch, eyes closed, focusing on my breath for 5 minutes. That's it. And within a week, I noticed something wild. I wasn't reacting to traffic the same way. I wasn't spiraling over emails. I felt calmer. Like I had space between stimulus and response. Now I do 10 minutes every morning. Sometimes I use an app like Insight Timer or Headspace. Sometimes I just count my breaths. You may ask, what's the key to this? It's consistency over perfection, and if you inadvertently miss a day, no guilt. Just start again. And here's what makes it even more catchy. Research from UCLA shows that regular mindfulness can actually rewire your brain for resilience. That's not self-help fluff. That's neuroscience. Thus, if you're thinking, I don't have time, try this. Set your alarm 10 minutes earlier. Sit up. Breathe. Just be. That's your first self-care habit. Simple, powerful, life-changing. Habit number 2. The 2-minute rule for mental clarity. Alright, here's a habit that sounds too simple. But trust me, it's a game changer. It's called the 2-minute rule, and it comes from Productivity X expert David Allen's Getting Things Done method. The idea? If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Why does this matter for self-care? Because clutter, mental and physical, drains your energy. Every unfinished task, every tiny thing on your mind acts like a little pop-up ad in your brain. Don't forget to reply to that text. You still need to book the dentist. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain remembers uncompleted tasks better than completed ones. So the more undone things floating around, the more mental load you carry. After realizing its impact on my overall well-being, I started applying the 2-minute rule every morning. Reply to that quick email? 90 seconds. Done. Put the laundry in the hamper? Less than 2 minutes. Done. Wash the coffee cup? Boom. Gone. And the result was amazing. My mind felt lighter, clearer, like I decluttered my brain, not just my space. Try this tomorrow. Pick one area, your desk, your phone notifications, your inbox, and apply the 2-minute rule. Watch how much mental space you free up. Self-care isn't always about bubble baths. Sometimes it's about clearing the noise so you can breathe. Habit number 3, the power of a no list. Let me ask you a question. How many times this week did you say yes when you really wanted to say no? I used to be a chronic people pleaser. Saying yes to extra work, social events I didn't want to attend, favors for friends, all while feeling resentful and drained. Then I read something that hit me like a ton of bricks. Saying yes to everything means saying no to yourself. What did I do? I created a no list. Not a list of things I hate, but a list of things I choose not to do to protect my energy. For me, that includes no work emails after 7 p.m., no social media scrolling first thing in the morning, no attending events that don't align with my values. And guess what? The world didn't end. In fact, people respected me more. Research from the University of California shows that setting boundaries actually strengthens relationships because it builds trust and clarity. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a hermit, but ask yourself, what are you saying yes to that's stealing your peace? Start small. Say no to one thing this week that doesn't serve you. Then sit back and notice how it feels. Real self-care goes beyond adding good habits. It's about removing the things that drain you. Habit number 4, the 5-minute movement miracle. Okay, I know what you're thinking, another video telling me to exercise? But just hear me out first. I'm not talking about hour-long gym sessions or running marathons. I'm talking about 5 minutes of movement. That's it. Here's why. Movement isn't just for your body, it's medicine for your mind. A 2021 study from the Lancet Psychiatry found that people who exercised regularly reported 43% fewer days of poor mental health than those who didn't. And the sweet spot? Just 30 to 45 minutes a week. That's less than 10 minutes a day. How did I do this? Every day after lunch, I put on a 5-minute dance playlist and just move. No rules, no mirror. Just me, shaking it out in my living room. Some days it's stretching, some days it's jumping jacks, and other days, it's just walking around the block. Every single time I come back feeling lighter, more alert, and less sluggish. And here's the secret. You don't need motivation. You need a trigger. Mine, I leave my sneakers by the door. Every time I see them, I think, oh yeah, time to move. Meanwhile, here's your challenge. Pick one 5-minute movement habit. Dance, stretch, walk. Do it at the same time every day. Link it to something you already do, like after brushing your teeth or finishing lunch. Your brain and your body will thank you. Habit number 5, digital sunset, the night routine that changed everything. Let me paint a picture. It's 10 p.m. You're in bed, phone in hand, scrolling, laughing at memes, watching one more YouTube video. I guess this sounds familiar? I did this for years, and every morning I woke up groggy, unfocused, like I hadn't really rested. Then I learned about blue light and its effect on melatonin, the sleep hormone. Screens suppress it big time. A study from Harvard Medical School found that blue light can delay melatonin release by 3 hours. That means your body thinks it's still daytime when it's actually bedtime. What did I do to make things easier for me? I created a digital sunset. 1 hour before bed, all screens go off. No phone, no TV, no laptop. Instead, I read a book, journal, sip herbal tea. Sometimes I just sit and reflect, and within a week I was falling asleep faster, waking up refreshed, my dreams were more vivid. Now I know, this sounds hard, but start small. Try it one night this week, see how you feel. Because sleep is the ultimate form of self-care, and you can't out-hustle a bad night's rest. Thus, learn to charge your phone outside the bedroom. Use an old-school alarm clock and break the scroll. Habit number 6, the gratitude ripple effect. Alright, this one might sound a little woo-woo, but stick with me. Every night before bed, I write down 3 things I'm grateful for. That's it. Not big, life-changing things. Sometimes it's, I'm grateful for the sun today. I'm grateful my dog made me laugh. I'm grateful I had coffee with my sister. But here's the stunning part. A study from UC Davis found that people who practiced gratitude journaling for just 2 weeks reported higher levels of optimism, better sleep, and even fewer physical symptoms of illness. The reason is that gratitude rewires your brain to focus on the positive. It's like a mental filter. Instead of scanning for what's wrong, you start noticing what's right. And over time, that changes your entire outlook. I'll admit, I didn't believe it at first. But after 30 days of consistent journaling, I started catching myself in the moment. Oh, I'm enjoying this walk. This conversation made my day. Little moments I would have missed before. To begin, grab a notebook or a gratitude journal, as seen in the video description. Or use your phone notes. Every night, write 3 things. No pressure, no judgment. And watch how your mindset shifts from lack to abundance, from stress to peace. Habit number 7, the weekly reset. 30 minutes to reclaim your week. Here's the final habit, the one that ties everything together. Every Sunday, I do a 30-minute weekly reset. No, it's not cleaning the whole house. It's not planning every minute of the week. It's a ritual to clear my mind and set my intention. Here's what I do. 1. Tidy my space, 10 min, just one area, my desk, my nightstand. 2. Review my week, 10 min, what went well, what drained me. 3. Plan 3 priorities, 10 min. Not a to-do list, just 3 things I want to focus on. This habit comes from behavioral science, specifically, the idea of implementation intentions. Research shows that people who plan when and where they'll act are far more likely to follow through. And for me, this 30-minute ritual gives me a sense of control. Calm, clarity, no more Sunday scaries, just a quiet moment to reset before the week begins. Try it this weekend. Set a timer. 30 minutes. Just you, a notebook, and a little intention. So let's recap the 7 self-care habits that transformed my life. 1. Morning mindfulness. 10 minutes to calm your mind. 2. The 2-minute rule. Clear mental clutter fast. 3. The no list. Protect your energy like it's gold. 4. 5-minute movement. Boost mood and focus. 5. Digital sunset. Sleep deeper. Wake refreshed. 6. Gratitude journaling. Rewire your brain for joy. 7. Weekly reset. Start each week with clarity. These aren't magic, they're science, they're simple, and they worked for me, and I am confident they'll work for you as well. Now, I'm not saying you need to do all 7 tomorrow. Pick one. Try it for 7 days, see how you feel. Because self-care isn't selfish, it's survival. It's the foundation of everything, your work, your relationships, your joy. And if you're watching this, it means you're ready for change. So which habit will you try first? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one, and if this video helped you, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this reminder. You've got this. I believe in you, and I'll see you in the next video.